Glad to have you with us from Bloomington, Indiana, Memorial Stadium. You worked the entire season to put yourself in position to thrive, to excel in games like this. A late season top 10 showdown, playoff implications aplenty. It's the USC Trojans and the Indiana Hoosiers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Indiana head coach before the game. This is exactly what they expected when the season started. They knew they had to go to the transfer portal, and the quarterback they got has lived up to every expectation. He has shown great leadership, composure, and poise in every moment. But not only that, he has really shown that he can get it done on the field. Late in this season, he's taking them to where they thought they could go, but he has got to get out to a quick start here today to keep that momentum going. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Trojans headed toward the ball, and we are ready for action. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Hits inside, it's Richard. Danced his way through traffic, pick up a 4 to the 19.
And here's what you know about Indiana football. They're going to be physical. They're going to be so well coached and disciplined, and they're going to run the football. It was the key ingredient to helping Fernando Mendoza win a Heisman, like the ability to RPO off of it. So, Palmer, I don't know who the names are going to be throughout the season, but I know they're going to run downhill, no nonsense, and they'll have a guy that they'll hitch their wagon to.
Yeah, everybody talking about losing Mendoza, but Black and Hemby were a big part of that thing, too. I think the offensive line, though, was key to it all. And you have... Anytime you have two 1,000-yard rushers, it's because the guys up front are pushing people around. And that was the secret sauce to Indiana's Cinderella run a year ago. So up front, these guys have to continue to dominate. They'll reload the backfield through the portal, through recruiting, but it all starts and stops with the big fellas pushing people around. That's going to be the key for them on offense.
And the big deflection on third down forces a fourth down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on third down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oaks. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They'll run it. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice
play. Man, no pancakes. I love it. I love it. That would have been a touchdown before the update. I'm cool with that. I like that.
Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. Throws to the wideout. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the 3rd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. He's taking the shot. Snags it inside the 20. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. From inside his own 15, looking for room. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Sells to run, looking to pass. They're all over him. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting
I'm going to
the
get that back, bro.
it back.
You lagged out. That's crazy.
It's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself.
I was like, man, why you holding on to the ball that long?
Is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field.
Oh, no. No, I think it lagged out. I don't know.
And the defense closes in fast. And the most important
you know, man, they give you that much time.
They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
Oh, man.
They should have their football cards stripped away and never allowed to go inside a stadium again. They're punting in the red zone. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Takes the handoff. It's Beebe. Knocked down immediately.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football.
I just like to play good ball, bro. I mean, I ain't trying to lose, but see, I just like to play good ball.
Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's second and 11.
Please be passing.
Wants to throw. It's Hoover. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly out to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Ton of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
And he stopped right there, no gain on the play. Let's step back here and look at the big picture for Indiana. It's been a season to remember so far, fresh off their new top 10 ranking. How far can this team go?
Well, they're starting to get there now, right? And I think once you get some big wins, Jesse, and you start to climb up, you start to feel that and the momentum and the confidence that it builds with your squad. I think we might just be scratching the surface with this group.
Yeah, that's the difference with this team is it feels like they're really starting to believe. We always knew they were talented. They knew it too, but getting some of these big wins this season, I think they now believe they can take down anybody in the country.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. Under pressure. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. And the Hoosiers decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Plows through the defense.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Might as well run him again. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, I really love the way this guy looks when he's toting the rock. You think about all the high school kids out there who dream about one day donning a USC jersey and being the starting running back for the Trojans. There is so much competition, not just in the state of California, but nationally, to come to this school and be the guy, to be RB1. He's on the field for a reason. This guy is unique. He's got speed and vision. What a weapon.
On the ground with the counter. Dropped immediately. He got nothing on first down.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Quick give. It's Jordan. He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Trojans will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. Grabbed behind the line. It's Preston. He works his way across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 41.
It's early in the game, and as offenses try to get their rhythm, these easy completions are very important because that's what helps you get your feet underneath you as an offense and as a unit. And hopefully, as this game goes on, they'll be able to rev up and get more aggressive taking shots.
The Hoosiers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Straight ahead, it's Richard. Got him right there.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
They're facing a 3rd down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the 2nd quarter. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Scanning the field, it's Hoover. Right down the middle. Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll bring up third down. It's pretty clear he didn't care about the double coverage. He thought his guy was better than their two guys.
Well, and there's reason to think that. That dude's a stud, and I understand it. I want to find ways to get him the football, but when it's 2-on-1, I might think about looking somewhere else.
On third down, he drops to throw. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a fourth down.
That's a really good break on the football. He sees the ball come out, and he hits him right as he's catching it. Nice job of dislodging the football from the receiver. That's a good play by the defensive back.
And the Hoosiers send out the punt
I gotta
unit.
go put some points
Let's
up.
see if he can
Even
help
if
the
it's 3.
coverage team out with this one.
The first 7, but even if it's 3, I gotta put something up.
And that
So,
ball will sail into the end zone for a touchback.
just be smart about it. Put a drive together. Just be smart about it. And that's the first time thing you did.
The Trojans use their first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. On the move, it's Jordan.
Get him.
Breaks into the open.
Get there.
He's at
We
the
might
50.
got some.
At the 30.
Oh, yeah.
He's at the
Take that.
And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, USC.
Okay.
This offense is so good. Man, they can
I just be
hurt you
pressing
in
buttons,
so
y'all. No
many
disrespect.
different
I just be
ways,
pressing
and they
buttons.
do it so quick,
On
so
the celebration.
explosive. They can put small
No
drives
disrespect.
together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
From inside the 15, chance for a good return.
Come on,
He'll be
Jason.
stopped short
Back
of the
that up.
20-yard line on the
Shut
return.
it
They'll
up.
mark him at the 19. The Hoosiers offense all set and ready to crank things up. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's past the marker. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the first down.
I'm so traumatized by the run on this
Man,
game.
that was
Yeah.
a
I
good
feel like
run,
everything
but
gonna
it was
be
almost
a
even
home
better.
run.
Great job by the offense. Keep the running
Traumatized
game
by the
going.
run
You
on
get
this
big
game.
chunks like
Shit.
this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Looking downfield, it's Hoover. Look out!
Oh, too much time. Come on, y'all.
And they got him.
And this offense, man, they're going to have to figure something out. This is already getting out of hand, but they're going to have to protect their quarterback. They're going to have to start throwing the football and having some success, because right now they got a bagel up on the scoreboard.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Richard. Slams ahead for a yard out to the 33.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Third and long right here. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires left.
Oh, good kick. Oh,
Can't hang
good defense,
on
guys.
after the hit, and it'll be fourth down.
And coming into this game, talking to coaches, man, they were worried about how fast this defense was, how physical it was.
And so far throughout this game, man, it's shown up. Like the speed, the tackling, the eye discipline. They've done such a good job owning this football game early. And it's on the offense now that they've got to find some answers.
The Hoosiers will punt it away on 4th down. 4th time tonight we've seen this guy come on to punt. On the return. Makes a move. He'll be guided out of bounds, but not before a nifty return on that one.
Couldn't get his own shit.
And guys,
him with his own
USC has
move,
the ball
y'all.
back and sending the offense onto the field. After that last explosive running play, David, why not just try it again, right?
I mean, why not? Such a big, long, explosive run. You think
Jesse
maybe give it to him again?
That's a good bad, bro.
Or do you say, hey, keep it?
A good throw. He would have picked that out.
I think you keep it on the ground, David. Honestly, I was
They've
watching
been a
the
good throw. He
offensive
probably would've
line.
picked
They
it
were
off.
fired up after that long touchdown run. You know they just want to go back out there again and get some push.
I can be stupid, man. Be smart.
On
Be
2nd down.
stupid. Be stupid. Be smart.
To the air. It's Mayava.
Damn.
They'll run the screen.
Thanks, man.
They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. And after they mark off the yardage for the personal foul penalty, it's 1st and 10 for this offense. Rashad Downs going up top. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the field. Touchdown, Trojans. And they take it in for 6 more points. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Yeah, right,
They have been road warriors here in this game, coming into a tough environment, but in all 3 phases, they have been absolutely dominant. Their defense has not allowed a point, and the offense is going up and down the field. And they score another touchdown here before the end of the first half.
Come on, defense, keep it going.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you were playing a video game and you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
It just looked like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by USC. It's their 2nd. They're down to 1 timeout left in the half. And the Hoosiers can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Fires to the big fella. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Offense will try to strike on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Richard. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
And that's what makes this defense so difficult to run against. They've got guys up front that just push offensive linemen backwards. They basically push the blockers right into the lap of that running back.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Second and long here. Looking to throw, it's Hoover.
Pick it. It's
It's
it, bro.
picked off, and that's number 10. Just a small return, but a big play as they have it now at the 45.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His third interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
On the run, it's Jordan. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
It's a prime example of why I don't agree with the 2 clock rule. It's 2 o'clock right now, but I can't put a cell clock on.
Now on the counter. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Plenty of options here, run or pass on third down right around midfield. Fake to the back, wants to throw it.
Oof, might have had some.
Pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
Yeah, that's a great job. And listen, this quarterback's had success. He's already thrown for 2 touchdowns. We got to make him feel uncomfortable. This is still early in the game. Nice job by the defense, getting a hit on the quarterback and making him think a little bit.
A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First play of the drive comes from the 22.
Oh, shit.
And he's brought down after a short gain.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. And leading things off, we take a look at Miami taking on the Duke Blue Devils. And it's the Hurricanes with a complete demolition of the defense. They went over 70 points today.
Okay.
Safe to say the offensive coordinator could be in line for some head coaching jobs after a showing like this. They continue to run roughshod over the opposition. They're now 9-1 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Let's see if they can keep that first half momentum rolling. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Looking for a productive play on first down. Wide receiver going in motion. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Rush is on.
I'm going to throw the ball away,
The defense bringing the heat.
These are the places of defense that mean so much for so many reasons. Getting in the backfield, obviously getting the sack, so putting them a little bit behind the sticks, but also hitting that quarterback, making him think. That goes a long way in disrupting the quarterback's rhythm.
Now facing 2nd and long after the defense came up with that. He'll take the deep shot. He's got it down the left side. Finds some room. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line. They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. In the red area, it's Miller. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. It looks as if we have an injured Hoosier at the end of that play. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Not much running room. He's got one down to the 12.
As a quarterback, you've got to know in this area of the field, it's tough to throw, right? The windows, they open and close so quickly when you get down to the red zone. What helps you is running the football, but that's tough today because you're going up against one of the top 25 defenses stopping the run.
And the Trojans come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. Running inside, it's Jordan. They were all over him, nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. It is perfect. And now the lead is even bigger.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Indiana comes out ready to get this drive underway. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
Back's got it on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Baby, you ain't hot? Oh, and the AC was on 75.
They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. He'll make a play on 3rd down. He's got enough for the first as they mark it at the 32.
Man, I do not want a guy that will dance. I want square shoulders to the line of scrimmage, take the snap, secure the football, play physical, and fall forward. Nice job by that running back getting the first down.
The Hoosiers will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking to pass. It's Hoover. Left side is Marsh. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
Nice job there. Good timing between the QB and the wide receiver executing that out route.
And the Hoosiers in a good spot here with 2nd and short. The run inside. It's Beebe. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
They're in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, and this is why you have a prominent jawline and an urgent resolve. They'll go for it. And he will not get there. How about this defense stopping that run short?
I like the idea to go for it there on 4th down. You're basically at midfield, and you've got confidence in your guys to be able to go out. You've got experience in this offense. Guys have made these types of plays before. That time, the defense stepped up. They bowed up and made a better play and take over. Now you need your defense to get on the field in a sudden change situation and get you the football back.
He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. Quickly to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
And the deflection on 3rd down. How big is that? Forces a 4th down.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with they know they're in field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the board.
The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Gonna field this one in tight quarters. Excellent coverage and tackle that time, and that's how the 3rd quarter comes to a close. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. They go back to work in the final period of this one. Looking for a crease. It's Beebe. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Makes the grab. It's shot. Able to haul it in, but right to the ground he goes. Only a pickup of a couple.
Well, and here's the problem offensively, because you're trailing by so much so late.
Hey, I'll be real quick. I'm going to take that linebacker out. Real quick. Baby, give me a bill when you get a chance.
The defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
So what do they have for 3rd and short from their own 23? To the air, it's Hoover. Finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job.
Intercepted for the 11th time. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
I wasn't even looking. I don't know what happened.
Here comes the Trojan offense ready to go on the attack. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Drops back on 1st down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He was looking for room to return that, but he'll just hand it to the offense. They'll take over at the 18.
And I thought I took it out the game.
Wants to throw on 1st. Stands in and takes the hit. And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night.
Man, this defense did a perfect job understanding the situation. You know you got the lead. You know they're going to be passing. And you come after the quarterback, get the big hit. You get pressure on the quarterback, good things happen, and they make the big INT.
They send the tight end in motion. On the run, it's Jordan. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll run it to the right side. And they get to him early, and he'll be knocked down for a loss of 4.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Complete. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Trojans will line up to punt it away. This will be the 5th kick of the night. Punt is in the air on 4th down. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. This was certainly not their best effort. I believe this team is much better than it performed today, but they're going to pay the consequences of losing this ball game. Hard running there. Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one.
A huge game. Probably would have loved to say this earlier in the game. Probably would have loved to have some of these runs and had a little bit more success running the football earlier. Now, I might think about maybe cranking the tempo and probably, if I'm going to need these runs, I'm going to need to go ahead and score on these runs, or I'm going to need to start chucking the football.
Gonna run it. It's Beebe. Shakes off the defender. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down.
I know it hasn't been the type game statistically this running back was hoping to have up to this point. He's been getting shut down. Finally, he's able to break through for a big one. And sometimes, you know, it just takes one. It takes one run like that to get his confidence back, to get the offensive line's confidence back. Let's see what happens with this offense now moving forward.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
makes the tackle. A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. Looking for a man.
Shit.
It's Hoover.
Come back, please.
He's taking a deep shot.
Oh, off the line.
Hits him inside the 20. Still going. Touchdown, Indiana. Hauled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up. Ready to try the point after. And after the extra point, they're now down 24-7. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the scoring play coming on a 56-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
The Trojans will punt this one away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them, but they had a lot.